Right. Hello, world. Richard Carver here on day 152 of sobriety on a very windy day at the lake. It's around 6 p.m., somewhere in there. And just starting to walk, trying to get some good health, good spirits going. Yo, Liam. What's up, Liam? Liam is first. Liam got the medal. Great to see you, Liam. Hope you're having a great day. I'm going to flip this around. We're going to get our lake in the screen here, and we'll catch up and see what's going on in the world. All right. And I hear all this wind coming because there is a storm on the horizon. So I guess it's blowing in a giant thunderstorm in some way. But as I get a little farther on this walk, the trees are going to pick up as well. So it's not going to be quite as windy. I'll go down here a little bit, see what's going on at the edge. Got a nice big feather here. See if we see any fish down here, but it's just so windy. It's actually kicked up a lot of the dirt in the lake itself. So can't really see many fish. Just throw the feather on in. And we'll continue our walk. Gorgeous day out though overall. Sun is shining. Just have a little bit of clouds in the sky there. Getting a little dark. You can see the darkness in the horizon. Thanks, Liam. I really appreciate that, man. Liam says I'm behind the stream. That feels so great. Thank you for saying that. I'm behind you. All right, let's get this climb on. There's my shadow. What's up? Ciao, ciao. Climb back up. We'll get a little more walking happening. And again, the wind's going to die down here in a sec. Once I get more in the tree area. I'm caught up, says Liam. Oh, you're behind on the stream. I see. Yeah, you're here with me now. Awesome. What are you up to today, Liam? What are you doing, man? I've had a really chill day. Had a late night. I was up until around 4 a.m. doing a whole lot of nothing. But sometimes it's what I need. I think I got on stream last night around 2 a.m. to do a catch-up. And took some time after that just to relax. Had a okay sleep-ish. For some reason, I didn't feel like I went too deep in there. And then once I got up early in the morning, I didn't feel like too well rested. Watching your live stream and fishing. Awesome, Liam. What are you fishing for? Where are you at in the country? I grew up doing a lot of fishing. Had a pond on my property and was big into bass, you know. Smallmouth, largemouth. We got some osprey flying in the air right now doing their own fishing. I don't know if they're coming in right now. I'm getting closer to them. In the U.S. Yep. I grew up in Delaware. But I was up for a little bit this morning. Had some breakfast. I actually went back to sleep around the afternoon time, on and off for an hour or so, maybe hour and a half to two, somewhere in there. And I feel a lot more rested now. Feeling like I can get my day actually going. Let me see if I can zoom in on these two osprey up here. They're having a hard time fighting the wind. It's so windy. All right, back on it. But yeah, after I got up the second time, went ahead and had a nice cup of strong coffee, very strong coffee. I think I even had like this tea drink that had some extra caffeine in it. And then got a shower, and here we are. out here getting our walk on. Also took a walk around my property a little bit because there's a paintball tournament going on my property right now. And it's just so loud. Well, not on my property, behind my property, but might as well be on my property because it's just so loud. And don't love that. They put in a lot of new bunkers and stuff that are a lot closer to my place, and it's just so much louder now. And I was instrumental in going to bat for the park years ago to get the special exemption to run as a business, but the agreement was to not have any unnatural bunkers close to my property in a shared field that we have. But since the park's been sold, that agreement has not been honored because I don't know if the new owners really know about it. So it kind of falls on me to tell them, like, hey, I had this agreement with the prior owners, but I don't think that they're going to be susceptible to that. Grantsville Reservoir, once called Willow Creek. Awesome. You using lures, live bait? Have you caught any yet today? Are you catching releasing, or are you catching dinner? I've been thinking about getting back on my fishing game here on this lake. It's a great fishing lake. And actually, that reminds me, I had a dream about fishing. Whoa. I think I dreamed I caught a snakehead. Got 3 fish. Awesome, man. Congrats. But I'd like to, I always caught and release, but I'd like to actually catch some and start cooking them up, because you know how it is out there. Fish is expensive. It'd be nice to just kind of catch your dinner. All right, we're getting to a part now that's more of like a water containment area that kind of dictates how high this lake is sometimes. But the lake is crazy high right now because it was doing so much raining recently. In fact, that's the other thing I realized when I was walking my property, is that the drainage in my woods is somehow stopped up because I have quite a lot of puddles of water in my yard deep in the back. So got to figure that out. But I'm walking closer to town right now, and I live like in a marina area. General D. Grantsville. And says Liam. Tony Voiles, hello from Mississippi here. That's awesome. Hello from Chesapeake, Maryland here. I don't know if I've ever been to Mississippi. I've always wanted to. Going through quite the muddy spot right here, y'all. Liam, you're in Utah. That's awesome. I'm watching some of that 60 Days In show right now that took place in one of the, I guess it's a prison or a jail in Utah. All right, here's the unit right here, right? Often I'll see some nice animals around in this area, so I want to sneak up on it a little bit, see what we got. Sometimes get some turtles, some muskrat, baby geese. But hasn't been much lately, but we're going to see. We'll see what this has. Oh. There's the babies. Baby geese. There's a water containment structure. See the babies in there, guys? So it's attached to the lake, and they have these different levels. I'll get closer to it so you can see down in here. See this? So that can kind of control overall how high or low the lake gets. Colonel D. George Grant, says Liam. Yeah, like your spillways there in Mississippi. That might be, is that how you control like different areas from the Mississippi, or is it from like lakes and stuff like that too? See, I knew these guys had babies around here, but they had kept them in the reeds pretty well. Yeah, huge dams. Oh, so you got way bigger than this guy then. This whole area is just kind of like a marshy area, huge marshy area. Tony says it's the third largest dam here in the world. And that's where Grantsville Reservoir gets its name from. It's from that colonel. From Colonel D. George Grant. Used to be second, says Tony. Dams are pretty wild that we can make those huge things. There's so much power behind them. I used to watch that Mega Structure show. Man-made dam, that is. You say, yeah, we have a huge beaver hut here, but it's not doing its damn thing. It's this giant hut on the lake. All right, I want to let these Canada geese get back to it. Doesn't look like we have any other signs of any animals in here right now. But that was nice to see the babies. I was worried that the babies got eaten because I knew that they had them. They always do. Right, Tony? I always feel that way about old structures that are made and huge and just like so impressive, like skyscrapers and the sort, dams, you know. It's just amazing that it was made so long ago and so well made, you know. All right, we're going to walk to town. And you'll see the marina right over the hill up here. Got a big bridge in our town. And it's a big man-made canal that I'm off of as well. Like, this lake is made from the spoils of the canal dredging. You wouldn't believe the arrowheads I find out there when they drain the upper lake in the winter. That is awesome. Wow, that's really cool to know. One of my coolest, like, I love to kayak. I might go down to this level here. Just had a giant Harley pass or something. But, I want to go down on this level. But see, these were built way back in the day. Not out here. So I've seen, it was just this past week, a little girl found a megalodon tooth in the Chesapeake Bay. So I know that's not Native American stuff, but There has been arrowheads in the sort found in our area and pottery. But one of my favorite things about kayaking is, once I'm in an area where there's no man-made stuff, and just thinking about how, as I'm kayaking, I really could be at any point in time in the past or the future, just kind of enjoying the scenery, because, it's like a big rotting tree is on the bank on a river. I imagine that tree being like a sapling hundreds of years back, when there were more Native Americans there fishing and doing their thing. We got a lot of fossils, found over 300 points and thousands of Indian and caveman artifact fossils. That's so cool. Yeah, so these are just a bunch of levels. Some people call these the levees and stuff like that, but this is just kind of a trail that rings the lake, and then when we get to town, you'll see how we're up on this big hill. This is a huge hill. There's a road down this way to the left. That's why there was that big motorcycle sound earlier. And so we're kind of walking parallel to the road at the moment. Oh, look, there's a deer running up there. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. I just stirred him up. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit as I walk. But yeah, I love to bike and jog this area. I got all my winter time on me and try and get back into walking and exercising, Oh, Kate's here. Hello, Kate. How you doing, babe? What you up to? You making some dinner? Tony says, an old 80-year-old man I ran into out there has found over 8,000 points, hunted for over 40 years. That's amazing. Gosh. That's just such a cool thing. I love that. I'd love to find one in nature. I don't think I've ever actually found one in nature. I have some that I've purchased, but never found them in nature. I think it's really cool. Just the time that takes even to make an arrowhead point, All right, we're getting our town walk on, y'all. I think the closest I've come is I found fossils, and that's pretty fun to me. Just not signs of Native Americans, but I found some millions of years old fossils of like tube worm things. And then some nautilus shell things as well. Millions across the country, Tony. It's easy, just look for waterways and high areas. Really? Like, wonder why that is, high areas. Like, if there's a waterway up on a hill in the waterway and not down in the cut of the water. In, not ink, says Liam. Oh, Kate's making some stir fry. Holla back. What you got in that stir fry? That sounds like a good idea. I got tofu at home, and I got some tikka masala sauce. But adding some rice, maybe cutting up some celery, and the rest of my carrots might be fun. Get a little stir fry action. I want to do whatever's healthiest. I got to get this winter time off of me. It's wild. Since I stopped smoking and everything, I guess I started munching more too. I gotta start exercising, which I love to do. But I want to get in touch with my bike shop and get my bike fixed up so I can get my biking on too. It's just what you would look for to camp in an area. Okay, like the best looking camping area, Camp and Live. or living. Liam says, "Hola, Richard. Your name has no effect." Are you calling out to me, Liam? Against Spanish? Your name has no effect against Spanish. When I was in Spanish class growing up, I was Ricardo. You have to have water and animals, and will always be there. Okay, that makes sense. Just look for a place that I would like to, camp or inhabit for some time, and might find the remnants of them doing the same thing in that area. I see. I was thinking almost of like big runoffs or flooding or something like that, and trying to look where things would reside. But I guess it's like pebbles and specks of gold that are at the bottom of waterfall spots, like this. I see this trail. You always find them in creeks. Liam, are you saying that you are Korean? We have a lot of creeks around here. That's why I got into kayaking. Once you find your first one, you will be hooked. I bet. Now I want to go out and look now. But yeah, I grew up basically in this area and a little south from here too. I moved around middle school, but I remember feeling a little confined growing up, through the teen years. And then once I moved back in my 20s, I realized, just how wonderful this area is to have so many waterways and creeks and rivers and just a lot of nature stuff. And then it all unlocked for me, once I got a car and once I got a kayak. Then I could actually enjoy this stuff, Kate's making a stir fry with bell peppers, fried egg, rice. Need to make some spinach salad, so I get some veggies in there. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the thing, or else we will just eat the whole thing of rice, because jasmine rice is just so gosh darn delicious. Maybe that's the key. I have to stop getting jasmine rice and start getting, I don't know. Like, I like all rice, but I feel like brown rice would probably be a good way to make me stop eating the whole pot of rice once it's made. In case got some teriyaki sauce up in the stir fry. Shoo! Yo, Liam got another fish. Liam's on the board with 4 fish today. Hit it up, Liam. Tony says, look at the sandbar areas. They get trapped on them. Okay. All right. Like when I'm kayaking, some of the and it's like lower tide and the sandbar areas start to show themselves. All right. Heavy rain washing out of the banks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. I definitely had to scoop myself across some sandbar areas in my lakes or rivers around here. So awesome, Liam. Got 4 fish. So, Liam, I don't know if we actually said, did you say what type of fish that you got out there right now up in Utah? Well, you know what, Tony? I'm inspired. I haven't been on the kayak yet this year, so I'd like to maybe bring the stream along sometime when I'm kayaking, and I'll make a point of it when I'm out there kayaking. When I come across a sandbar, I'll bring like a little trowel with me or something. See if we can't dig up a little goodness. We have like river clams and stuff like that around here too. I know that I've come across them in the sandy areas. It's getting darker off in the distance, y'all. Oh, thanks, Tony. Fixing to subscribe now? Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that, man. That'd be awesome. Hopefully I'll see you around on the streams, and especially when I'm actually on a stream, which will be soon. It's getting to that point. I got my birthday coming up in a week, and I might give myself a birthday present of a kayak session. You guys see I've been walking, I've been walking like 30 minutes, and I'm about to hit town right now. And really not a full 30 because I stopped and chilled at the water containment unit and looked at the geese and the little baby geese for a little bit. So really it's like a 20-minute walk. And you're going to see how surrounded by water I am in this place, because we just had the lake that we walked by, and then we're coming up on an area where a creek meets, it's called the canal, but it's basically a river. It was a river that was dredged out and made larger for container ships and all. Oh, thanks, Liam. Liam says, don't forget to like and sub. Thanks, Liam. I'm going to go online and look at the Indian caveman history in your area. Yes, please, Tony. That would be awesome to know. I'm in the upper Chesapeake in Maryland. About to hit the C&D Canal area. You always check the feeder creeks draining into the bigger creek, into the bigger lake. Yeah, okay. Man, there's a huge sandbar on this this creek that's about to, like, we're really close to coming up on it, guys. Like, it's like a 1 to 2 minute walk now. That tree right here is on the tip, and then we'll be able to see down. But there's like a small creek that is going to go into this big river area, and then this little boat marina down here. There's an inn down here. I can hear a lot of action, a lot of music. Feeder creeks hold them too. Liam said he can see who subbed and the amount. Absolutely, Liam. Thank you. It's been so nice getting to talk with you guys on my walk. Here's where I was up on top of that when I came down to kind of block some of the wind for y'all. And it's about to get a little windier. I hear it picking up already. But here we go. This is my town here. There's our bridge. Back here is the creek that I was saying, the smaller creek, which I could totally see having some action in terms of like old Native American things. That truck's about to go over the little bridge of the creek right now. You can see some people down there fishing. Goes into this marina area, this basin. And then from that basin, it goes over into this river over here. I just looked and people have videos of them finding them all over Chesapeake Bay. Awesome, Tony. Yeah. You must seek out and find. I definitely will, because this is awesome to know. I guess I didn't know that they would be in abundance around here, but I mean, when I look around, it looks like a fertile place. It gets a little cold in the wintertime, so maybe they moved around in the winter, but nothing too bad. I want to walk down to the river so you guys can see the river itself, because this is the basin, the marina. Liam, you got another one? Is that number 5? You have to look for flakes too. A key clue, like a flake of an arrowhead. Are you saying? Like what type of flakes are we? Is that? Kate says every lid I'm trying to open today is extremely hard, or I'm extremely weak. Have you noticed the sauces from Aldi? Those jars are sealed so tight. Are they? They had areas called workstations. Oh, so the flaking part off of the arrowheads, like those the parts that you see chipped away on an arrowhead itself. Okay. Maybe I haven't gotten many jars from Aldi, Kate. I'm not sure. You know the trick? You turn it over, you smack it with your hand, like a good thunk, and then I think I see a snake up here. Let me see what I see, guys. I see something. What did we got here? Is this a squirrel? Oh, we got a squirrely. I've never gotten obsidian myself, but I have obsidian because I collect rocks and things of that sort. So I do have some obsidian, and that stuff is razor sharp. It's wild. I think that's the best kind of arrowheads, right? Flakes from rocks, broken off small pieces. Can't wait to see your first one. That's awesome. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for giving me all this great info. I was just about to walk into this big puddle here because I was reading this. I'm going to instead go around the puddle. It's funny, I saw the squirrel tail and I thought it was a snake head for a second. Fluted arrowheads are caveman. What does that mean when they're fluted exactly? Is that like having holes in them like a flute? Or is that like ones having like some serrated aspect to it? Wow, all of a sudden I just got a big smell from a grill, like burgers and stuff like that. I haven't had a burger in so long, but that smell was amazing. But yeah, sorry, Kate, the thing that I like to do with jars that don't get open, I smack them on the bottom, and then around the edge, I kind of like go to a really hard surface, one that's not going to get dented. I like kind of, bring the jar downwards, like boop, 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 on the edge part, and it kind of like pries that edge of the jar open a little bit. What are you trying to open? Let me think. What would you be opening for a stir fry? All right, we're on the river now, everybody. Notched out at the bottom so it would slide into the stick. I see. Kate says, don't do it. Don't walk into the big puddle. I'm heading home when I get 17 fish. Liam, that's awesome. They would heat the point up and then hit it at the bottom and knock out a notch. Oh, with the heat. And it would like kind of stick into the stick. All right, we are on the river. No wake, it says. I wanted to walk down these rocks a little bit. I might go down a little further, actually. got a good view. Found an open one in your fridge of sauce for the kids earlier. Awesome. Hey, Tony says, gotta go eat. We'll for sure catch you again. Glad I found you, Tony. I'm glad you found this too. This is awesome. This is great talking with you. Thank you for being here and all this awesome information. That was a really fun walk. Liam says, the crazy thing that happened is that when I went fishing, my dog marked his territory on his chair. I guess he was saying you are his territory too. It's like, I smell dad on this chair. Kate's making a dressing now for the spinach salad with walnuts, craisins, and carrots on top. Ooh, yeah. Trying to recreate your amazing creation the other night. Oh, Kate, you're the best. Thank you for saying that. I do love to make a salad. And that was a delicious salad we had the other night. And that sounds delicious, what you got going on there. It makes me want to go to Aldi just for spinach. I don't have any salad stuff. I just have like a ton of celery. I gotta do something with it before it goes bad. I have a bunch of celery. I have like 1 or 2 carrots left, and I have all of those sweet potatoes. Liam, I'm still not sure I know what fish you're fishing for, bro. Man, it's getting chilly just standing here. It is windy and cold. You get lots of types of fish, Liam? Six is definitely a lot. You making dinner with them, Liam? Or are they catch and release fish? Now the question is, y'all, do I walk the same way that I walked to get here, or do I make a loop? Kind of don't feel like being done walking yet. I think I'll make a loop. You named one of your fish Donald Trump. Was it orange? Unfortunately, I see something died there. And another part of it. It was big, whatever it was. It's probably an osprey, because we see some white and some gray. Yeah, it was orange, Lilium. Yeah, it looks like an osprey passed on here. Well, let's walk on the river a little bit, and then I'll make my way upwards. And we'll get a nice long walk out of this, because I will not retrace my steps. I'll go the other way. Try and get a little better pace going on and not just a meander. Work these leg muscles a little bit and my gluteus maximus. Oh, we got an eagle or an osprey or something up here. Osprey. You got Osprey where you are in Utah. I'm not sure what their area is. Oh, Sakuhei says, to meander is to live. It is true. There's a lot of pleasure in the moments of, you got to balance meander with intent, right? A little of both. Right now, I'm on the intent thing. I picked up a pace a little bit, but I wouldn't have made it here if I didn't meander. I always love that about David Lynch, is he was all about balance. Balance is a very important concept. I think that, I think we all have that. I don't know if it's an issue or, it's just a thing we have to consider often, is keeping balance in our lives. Oh, Liam got another fish. Up to 7. Go, Liam. Liam, not only are you getting a first badge medal, but I'm gonna hit you with a trophy for the most fish caught on stream today, for sure. Looks like we got some people on the rocks up here fishing. Or maybe they're just chilling and having a smoke sesh. I just basically see the car and them hanging out at the car. When I was a lad, these were my roaming grounds for sure, because basically they were just all yours. No one really comes out here much. They're probably going to be surprised to see some dude with a phone strapped to his chest, for sure. What's that mean, Liam? Is that Korean? We got a pontoon doing this thing. Yes, it is Korean. Said one. Number one. Kate got the medal with the fish medal. Said one in Korean. That's awesome. Is that something, if I hold my keyboard down, can I write in Korean, or do I need to download a different pack for that? A different text thing. I'd love to learn Korean. I absolutely adore Korean creativeness. I love the movies and music in Korea. Love, love, love it. Oh, about to sneeze. Whew. Download face emoji keyboard. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking, that it was kind of a different one to get down or to download, because I've held my keyboard down on different characters and all they ever do is just have the lines over top. If an N wants the kind of squiggly mark over top of it, if a U has the 2 dots, I've never seen ones where I see the different full symbols of Korean. But that would be cool. I don't know much Korean. I always watch my different shows with the subtitles on or dubbed. But I do love the creativity of it all because I feel like it's so interesting. All the different plot lines and the twists and turns are just so fun. Sometimes I like just keeping different shows on in the background of my life. And a lot of times game shows, because you don't have to watch every part. And I saw that Netflix recently put The Devil's Plan Season 2 on there, and I really want to pop that on. Oh, bless you, Liam. Little flowers on here. All right. I feel a little sweat on my brow. I feel like we're actually doing some things. I'm not going to go this full direction. I just wanted to check out these big rocks. Lots of rocks. Wow, Liam, you sound like you guys have an awesome fishing area where you're at. You just got another one, and so did your friend. That's amazing. That sounds like a fun day. It's making me want to fish. Got some buzzards above me. Hold up. Oh, Kate says, bless you. Thank you, Kate. What's that type of flower? I forget what these are called for some reason. The type that like have that awesome smell to them, and you pull out the pollen and it has a little bit of stuff that you can, like some of the juice on the end. What are these called? I forget. Eight more to go. Wow, you weren't kidding about the 17. Is that a limit? Glow flowers, that's what it looks like to me. That might be what they're called, but maybe they had some different type of name for like kids. Honeysuckles, that's what it was. That's what I call them. Okay, honeysuckles. Because like when you get the yellow ones, the ones that are like yellowish turning on the brown side, like when it's already done flowered, you can kind of jiggle the pollinator part, the center part, and pull it out of the shoot, and it pulls all the flower juice out, the honey, and suck it off. Hey Kate, are you watching on your iPad or your phone? Just wondering. Because I tried today to do landscape on my phone instead of portrait, and I'm wondering how it looks on different types of things. Liam, how are you watching this? Are you on your phone, laptop, iPad? I'm trying to see if I should continue streaming in this way in landscape mode, or if I should go back to my portrait mode like I've been doing from my phone. When I'm at home and I'm on my studio setup, it naturally goes to landscape because it's bigger cameras. Liam's on phone. Are you tilting it landscape-wise, Liam, or keeping it portrait-wise? How would it work out for you? Utah has dandelions, you said. We have some dandies. They come up in early spring, can eat the greens. Darn, Kate, I'll tell you what, I wish that you were meeting me at the end of this walk like last time in your car. That was fantastic. Because I'm going to be walking a lot longer this time. This is a pretty one. That's beautiful. It's a lot different because these ones I see all the time. These ones are the white ones. And Liam cannot go into landscape when I want to use my translator. So, does my stream look a little odd to you right now? Is it like some type of smaller version, or does it take up your full screen on YouTube? Kate's on phone. How's it look on phone, babe? Does it take up the full screen like better than the portrait did? I can check on the iPad if you want. That would be awesome. Yes, please. That looks normal to me. Awesome. Okay, great. Thanks, Liam. I think this is probably the better way because when I caught what I was doing the other night, I watched back on the stream, but I watched it from my computer. It had like those big black bars on both sides, you know, like when you do something in portrait, but it's meant for landscape. So I was thinking that I should keep streaming from my phone tilted. And I didn't realize I could do landscape from YouTube on here because it doesn't do it until I'm about to start the stream. It asks if I want to go horizontally. But now I know. Awesome. Thanks, Kate. Kate says, looks good to me. Awesome. I think we cracked the code. I want to keep doing it this way. I'm just getting used to streaming from my phone because I usually do it from Streamlabs from my computer. Looks like somebody's balloon is coming up. Somebody's popped balloon. It's like something from a kid's birthday party. It's like if they ever wonder where it ends up, well, I wonder where it came from, you know? It's like how many states did this fly over before it finally lost its helium and wind up on the canal. I cannot pick it up because I still have so much longer to walk. I don't want to be carrying a wet balloon with me, but I always feel bad when I come across trash that I would like to pick up. Oh, Kate says, I wish I was too. Oh my gosh. Liam got another fish, y'all. Liam, you're a fish master. Are you using live bait or lures? Oh, I see a car in the distance. Yeah, Liam, go Liam. Get them fish. Get that fish fry. Looks good. I haven't really noticed a difference from my phone. I can flip the phone and see it full screen. Not sure if live or lure. It's your friends, you said? All right. Walking past a car. They being bad. It's like, even though there are levels out here, really, cars aren't really allowed. But they out here doing bad things. Naughty things. I don't smell bud coming from their car. A lot of times I do. Full screen on the computer too. Oh, Kate, thank you for checking. You're the best. You're so sweet. You're so cool. And it's so good to know. That's information that really helps me out, so thank you. Getting a walk on, y'all. Burning them calories. Enjoying nature. I'm getting out of the house a little bit. Oh, how much I do not want to do live band karaoke tomorrow night without the regular band. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna have a talk with Aaron and get more money or reduce my hours. We will see which. Oh, Liam, yeah. Liam realized there's 122 comments. That's awesome. A lot going back and forth with you, Liam, and Kate, and with Tony earlier, learning about Native American artifacts. It's awesome. This is the way to do it. Get a good walk in there and talk with some people, with some friends. This is cool. The only hard thing on this is that like the comments don't stay on the screen as long. I still see them, you know, but I would like them to just stay on the screen. I'd like for you guys to be able to see the comments too, instead of just through live chat. I would like it to be on the screen itself, so maybe I'll look into that later. But I might have to do that through Streamlabs and not just through YouTube. Oh. Deer in the woods, y'all. Deer in the woods. Check it out. Right there. You see her? She's trying to stand so still. Out of here. Willow Creek was changed in the 1800s. Whoa. Kate says I ate a lot of rice. ... Yeah, you know, I cannot blame you at all because I want some rice right now too. We gotta say goodbye to Jasmine rice, I think. Jasmine rice is just too darn delicious. I should go to Topaz Mountain, says Liam. Is that in Utah? Where's Topaz Mountain, Liam? Sounds awesome. Topaz is cool. I've been through Utah, and I remember just being stunned with how gorgeous it is. Yep, it is awesome. I did a cross-country road trip from coast to coast before, and when I went through Utah, I had no idea what I was in for. Like, the canyons in Utah, they're everywhere, and they're gorgeous. I just had no clue. I don't know what I thought Utah was, but I didn't think it was that. Utah, a 2-hour drive from where you are. Kate, oh my gosh, congratulations to Kate. A whole month without vaping. That is honestly just such a cool accomplishment. I'm so proud of you. And you did it cold turkey too. You like walked out and threw it in your trash. It's so cool of you. Super proud of you, and so happy for your body and mind and blood, and your lungs, and your family and friends, all of it. It's just a better overall future and feeling as you slowly, complete detoxing in it and just keep living. It's so good for you. So I'm so proud of you. And yeah, Jasmine's good for now because it is incredible. Liam, do you got a favorite type of rice? We're on a jasmine kick ourselves. Oh, you're so welcome, babe. It is true. You're doing it. Warrior stuff, You like regular rice, white rice? I love white rice too. We gotta, oh yeah, Kate, we gotta talk about sushi stuff eventually too. I forgot. But we're gonna be going to getting sushi sometime this week for the old birthday din. And I love that sticky type of white rice that sushi is. Oh, and you also haven't had beef in forever? Get it, Kate? Kate's on the no beef train. Cows are just so darn cute. It's hard, Like, I think about the type of protein that I would get from having some type of bite of steak or something, and I do think my body and mind are starting to crave it in different ways. But then again, I haven't been good on taking protein supplements recently, so like I'm okay with it, but not fantastic. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a positive thing not to. But maybe it works for some, Liam caught 2 more fish since last time. Liam, this is wild. I've never been like in the midst of someone that has caught fish this consistently for this long. This is amazing. Kate says, BJ boy. Thank you, Kate. Kate says, no McDonald's cheeseburgers, which I've been a fiend for. Fast food. Chat was going for fast food for a long time. But it's been crazy not eating that stuff anymore. Oh my gosh, Kate, right? Kate says, Liam, give us some fish. Well then, that is super awesome. Even more so for you. I don't know. I think the last time I've had McDonald's has been over like 19, 20 years. I think I mentioned it before. It was after a trip one night, and I was awake all night walking in the city of Boston, and it was around 4 or 5 a.m. that I wound up at a McDonald's, and I got an Egg McMuffin and a hash brown, and it was just incredible, especially after a long night of that, But I haven't been doing the McDonald's thing for a long time after. I have been to Taco Bell, but I get their cheesy bean and rice burrito, so no meat up on there. And, so long ago, this is before shrinkflation happened. I used to be about the Wendy's cheeseburger because it was always so big and square. But yeah, it's been a long, long time. When I got off of my first kick of vegetarian / pescatarianism, what had got me off of it was a turkey sub, and I think like a cheesesteak after that. So those are still, funny enough, the things that I crave the most sometimes. Hey, Tony's back. Oh, it's right, Liam. The fish will rot by the time it gets from Utah to Maryland. But welcome back, Tony. Great to see you. Kate says, you're a wild boy. I do love their fries, though. Last time I tried Taco Bell, I think it gave me food poisoning. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, stay away. Liam says, Taco Bell sucks. Yeah, it was a late night thing. It was because I didn't have anywhere else to go, and Taco Bell was open at like 1 or 2 a.m. Tony just ate tacos. Yeah. Kate says, I love hoagies. And I agree, after my last experience with Taco Bell, yeah. How's it going, man? Getting our walk on. That's what's up. How's it going, man?
Good.
Yeah, awesome.
How far have you been down this walk?
This is like going on mile 3 right now, because I started all the way on the other side of the lake and walked down to Chesapeake City and back here.
And I've walked all the way down to the railroad.
Yeah, also the bridge.
The one that goes up and down.
Yeah.
I've walked from the Chesapeake City Bridge all the way down there.
Beautiful. Isn't this awesome that we have this in our area?
Yeah,
it's
nice.
It's so sweet. I used to do a lot of biking in the area and stuff, but after the winter time, just get my walk on for now, you know, till I get back up. Yeah. My name's Rick, by the way, man.
My name's Owen. Nice to meet you.
Owen?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man. Maybe I'll see you back and forth sometimes.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, man. Have a good one. Just met a neighbor out here. Used to be on a Facebook Arrowhead group, and a guy in Michigan talked me into selling one of my caveman points. He gave me $1,800 for it. Okay, Tony. All right, that is wild. That makes me... I didn't even think about the lucrativeness of searching for stuff like that. Oh my gosh. And especially if it's doing something you enjoy anyway, and it can have that type of, you know, monetary value. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. That's amazing, Tony. How's your trip so far, Richard? Says William. It's great. It's been beautiful. I'm really happy. I feel like a little bit of a sweat on my brow. Feeling good. It is getting a little chilly because the wind has not really stopped. Every time I get out to this area, the wind starts hitting back. But I'm about to go up a hill, and I'll be on a road walking back to my place. And the way the wind's blowing, I think I'll have a tree line cutting the wind off from me the whole time. So I'm excited about that. I'll have to remember that guy's name, Owen, because he's a neighbor, so it'd be neat to see him out here again. Some are worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. Whoa, Tony. Look for game balls. Same size as a golf ball and almost perfectly round. What are game balls? Like that they would play with, or like large game? What do they like hit them? Like slingshot balls? What are game balls? Wind does not like me today, Liam. It doesn't like me in general. It has blown my hair into some massive curls right now because I came out here right after a shower. Got that car back around. Vroom, vroom. Firestones or nutting stones, and yes, for games. Whoa. I've never even heard of them. Maybe I've seen them and never even known. Nutting stones and sandstones will be made from sandstone rock. I've got to look into these things. Do you think they were around in this area too, judging from what you found online? Whew. I'll pick up my pace, guys, because it's getting chilly. Should have thought about that. it's just like sandpaper, and you're saying you're sure that they'll have them around here. That would be awesome. Kate, we got to start on our walks looking for some arrowheads and some game balls. Because you can see like where we kind of are, Tony. It's very, a bunch of river levels. All these levels were cut when they were deepening and widening this river here. So the spoils of this is what they then moved and made a ring, and is the lake that I started this stream walking around. So I'm sure some things have been disturbed or dug up, or hopefully not totally crushed into oblivion. Go check the stuff out online. It will for sure help you. Actually, absolutely will, Tony. You will find pestles and hammerstones and on and on. No way, Liam. When you find something, click on your camera on Google and it will identify it for you. Yeah, I forgot that all of the stuff because I recently got a new phone around Christmas time, and I had a pretty old one at that point in time. So I haven't really gotten into all the things that these new phones can do, but I know I have, maybe it's like a Google button or an AI button or something on the side. Do I take a picture of it, like just a regular, like how do I make sure it's signed up to Google? Do I load it onto Google, or is it just, because I know what you're suggesting, like the Google will find what you're taking a picture of, but I didn't know if that's like in an app specifically, or just when I take pictures in my camera roll, All right, guys, we have made it to a major cornerstone here, and that is we are moving off of the river area right now, and we're going to move onto the road. And the road is interesting because the road here has this really old cemetery, super, super, super old, like before the country old. And this big cross here even talks of the church that used to be here, that they moved down the street. You have the Bethel Cross, marking the site of Bethel Methodist Church, organized by Richard Wright in 1771. First church built in 1780, second church in 1849. Building was removed in September 1965 due to the widening of the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal that were right there. That's adjacent to the church, and it was relocated to the present Bethel Cemetery. And here we got the full cemetery. Super, super, super old stones. There's some newer ones too, but in general, really old stuff. Hot Wang, what's up, Hot Wang? Wholesome Ninja. Wholesome AH Ninja. As heck? Or just ah? I always take a few seconds when I find something to thank God and realize it hasn't been touched for hundreds or thousands of years. I feel that, Tony. That's that feeling that I have when I'm kayaking, and I can just kind of look, wow, this could be any point in time, and the river is kind of the same in a relative way, like maybe it changes just a little bit on the banks, but mostly that river's been there for a long time, Yes, just click on your Google camera, same spot you would type something in on Google, and it will identify it for you. Okay, I want to try it. Oh my gosh, Liam got to 16 fish, and Liam also says it's haunted. It could be. It's pretty old. I've also found hundreds of Civil War artifacts. Whoa. Like what? Maybe we would here too. There's definitely some battlefields in the area. Richard, what was your worst injury? Well, when I was a little baby, 18 months old, a dog attacked me, and ripped part of my face like open pretty badly, and I had to have a bunch of surgeries when I was a kid. That was rough, but I don't remember it. So I'd say my rib injuries have been my worst, and there are two of them. One, I used to do long distance biking on all of these roads and all in the canal that I was just showing you guys. And when I was just outside of my home, my foot slipped off the pedal and I flipped over the front bars and I slid for a while on fresh blacktop. And it just totally shredded my skin, took it down to the bone in areas, was as bad as a road rash. And also cracked a bunch of ribs on my left side. It was like terribly hard to breathe for a long time. And my other one would be when I was knocked over a chair on my rib cage on my right side, and that rib popped and went underneath of another rib, and that made it really hard to breathe for a while too. What about you guys? What was some of your worst injuries? Tony says, I also need to check out the Civil War in your area, bullets, buttons, and so on. Bethel, Bethel, Bethel Cemetery. I definitely will, because there's definitely some spots, like battlefields in Delaware that I have seen. I don't know if I'm close to any battlefields in this area, but we're not far from. I think there was something to do with the Underground Railroad in our area. I'm pretty sure. Liam, when I was 3 or 5, I climbed on top of the trailer. And what happened from there, Liam? And for a while, I was chilling on the roof of my house. Then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Walking a road. A little road walk. And you guess you fell asleep on the roof. Did you fall off? Yes, the Underground Railroad started right down the road from me here. Oh my gosh.